The phone buzzed on the nightstand at 2:17 a.m. Not hers, mine. A message preview lit the dark like a confession slipping its leash. Did you keep the letters? No name, no emoji. Just the weight of a voice I didn't recognize, asking about something I never knew existed. My wife breathed beside me, slow and practiced, a sleep perfected over years of rehearsal. I didn't touch the phone. I watched the ceiling, counted the cracks I'd never bothered to notice. Another buzz. I miss how you wrote to me. Not texts, real words. Real words. I slid from the bed without waking her. The hallway swallowed me whole. Cold tile, colder thoughts. In the study, I opened the drawer she'd always said was old bills. Paper cut my thumb. Blood bloomed. Envelopes, cream-colored, handwritten. Her handwriting. My name nowhere. I didn't read them yet. I didn't need to. The house felt smaller, as if it knew, as if it had always known. 7 months earlier, I'd signed the divorce papers without asking why she'd stopped looking me in the eye. I thought silence was mercy. I was wrong. The letters came first, then the memories rearranged themselves. Her late nights, her sudden gentleness, the way she'd smile at nothing, then apologize. Sorry, just tired. I sat on the floor and read. They weren't about sex. That would have been easier. They were about being seen, how he understood her pauses, how my steadiness felt like a cage, how she learned to breathe when she wrote to him. Dates were tucked between metaphors, promises disguised as poetry. I read until my hands stopped shaking. The affair had ended before the divorce. That was the story she'd tell if asked. A clean cut, a mutual drifting apart. But the letters said otherwise. They spoke of plans deferred, of timing, of waiting for the right moment. 7 months after I left, the message came. Did you keep the letters? Meaning, are you still useful? Shock arrived late, denial even later. What stayed was something colder, a calculation forming quietly, like ice over deep water. I didn't hate her. I hated the way she thought the story was over. I didn't confront her. I never raised my voice. I did what I've always done best. I observed. Phone records showed a number that went silent the week we divorced, then flickered back to life 3 weeks ago. Same area code, same hours. I requested metadata from the email account she'd once asked me to recover by accident. Drafts never sent. Words rehearsed, saved, abandoned. I visited the cafe she used to love. The barista remembered her, remembered him. She always sat by the window, he said, waiting, waiting. I kept my life steady. Gym at 6, work until dark, dinner alone. Inside, something paced. I found the man. Not difficult. Divorced, 2 kids. A timeline that overlapped too neatly with my marriage. I didn't call him. I sent him copies. No note, just her handwriting, dates highlighted. Then I waited. The results arrived on a Tuesday. He called first. His voice broke on the second sentence. He asked if I knew how long it had been going on. I know everything, I said. That was a lie, but it sounded complete. I met my ex-wife the next day. Neutral place, glass walls, no corners to hide in. I slid the folder across the table. Phone logs, letters, a printed message time-stamped at 2:17 a.m. She didn't cry at first. She stared at the paper like it might move. I thought we were done, she said. We are, I replied. Her hands shook then, not from guilt, from understanding. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I told her what I'd done, how I'd sent the letters, how he'd read them, how his children now knew why his father stopped sleeping. I told her I'd kept copies, that words don't disappear just because you stop believing in them. You wanted to be seen, I said. Now you are. Her mouth opened, closed. For the first time, she had nothing rehearsed. I stood, left the folder, took nothing else. That night, I burned the letters, not in anger, in order. The smoke didn't smell like regret. It smelled like paper finally admitting it was temporary. I don't check my phone at night anymore. I sleep without counting cracks. Some truths don't free you, they finish you. I walked away with nothing, which is how I knew I'd won.